everybody. This is Becky Liggero for CoinGeek.com. I am sitting here with Somi Arian. She has delivered the keynote speech this morning on day 3 of the London Blockchain Conference. And it is amazing to see you again, Somi. I think last time I saw you was in Dubai. So welcome to our conference here in London.
Thank you.
Yeah, let us start off by having you talk about how you were working at the intersection of Web3, blockchain, and AI.
Yeah, so the truth is that nowadays you can't really do anything without bringing AI into it, right? As I was saying, AI is stealing the thunder of blockchain, right? So it just makes sense. There are a lot of challenges in blockchain that I've been increasingly thinking about how AI could potentially solve those. Mm-hmm. And I've just been over the past few years, I wrote a book about the future of work and AI before I got into blockchain. I was studying blockchain since 2017, but actually like going quite deep into it, I was first on the AI camp before anybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
So then when I got into blockchain, I realized there are a number of big challenges, and some of those challenges come down to scalability, to, like I said today, the cultural, the speculation, all that stuff. Obviously, AI can't help us with the speculation part, but it can help us with some of the other challenges, like the scalability and the complexity of it, making blockchain more palatable to the what we call retail, to the everyday people. So that's why I've been super interested in how AI could potentially solve those problems. And also, like I said today in my talk, I feel that blockchain itself is quite rigid. So without AI, blockchain is too rigid. And on the other side, AI without blockchain is quite dangerous.
Yeah.
Because AI without blockchain is a black box, and that is controlled by centralized authorities, big corporations and governments, and we don't know how our data is being used. So blockchain technology can bring that transparency that AI desperately needs, and AI can bring a level of accessibility to blockchain that blockchain really needs.
Very interesting. And I think what I also find really interesting is you were studying AI before blockchain.
Yes.
But I feel like the general public, they think AI is this new thing.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like taken over, I'd say, the buzz surrounding blockchain. But as you're saying, they really should be put together. Can you explain to me this phenomenon? Why is it that AI was big and then it was blockchain and now it's AI? And what is really going on?
I think the biggest problem, honestly, is it all comes down to the speculation. What happened in 2021, 2022, and the way that these technologies were used in a way that just took away from the actual value of the technology, and it focused so much on the speculation.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest problems. And AI doesn't have that problem,
no.
Quite frankly. AI doesn't have that, and that's working in its favor. Because blockchain technology lost a lot of talent, a lot of really good talent, because of the way that it was used for speculative purposes.
It's so true. But now we're finally getting to some amazing use cases for blockchain. So I'd love for you to provide us some examples of the use cases out there that you see are the most exciting for where the intersection of blockchain and AI occur. And Web3, where are we going to see this in the real world?
Honestly, I think there are so many opportunities. I gave some examples of, Singularity Net and Ocean Protocol and things like that. But the truth is that there are so many opportunities. One of the biggest opportunities I see is how within decentralized organizations or even NFT communities, the decision fatigue that I was talking about.
Yeah.
There's such a high level of decision fatigue because you are expected to constantly vote for things. To be honest, even for like day-to-day running of the society, the voting for various things that are happening, maybe within your council, city council, your local government. All of these are opportunities where we could actually use a combination of AI and blockchain, blockchain bringing in that level of transparency, and using AI and machine learning to follow us around and learn about our preferences and who we are as people and help us with making those decisions. let's say, for example, if I'm having to agree to the terms and conditions of something.
It's be crazy.
Yeah, exactly. If I wanted to agree to a terms and conditions, wouldn't it be wonderful if I had an AI assistant that would know my preferences and say,
yes, it would be.
that there might be something here, and then summarize it really quickly and give me the nuts and bolts of exactly what it is that it may not be to my liking. That I might want to reconsider whether I want to actually agree to those terms and conditions or not.
And I know that someone in the audience, they were asking you about smart contracts and how this is going to be used in the applications moving forward. Can you give us some examples of that?
Yeah. So smart contracts are really, really interesting use case. So because most of the smart contracts as they are right now, they're not really smart. They're actually dumb contracts. Because technically it's like you write something into the code and you say execute this so if this then that, right? So it's more of a good old fashioned good old fashioned AI. It's not an example of how with today's technology, like it's not using the state of the art machine learning. And I think that if we bring in machine learning into smart contracts, that's potentially where we could really get something interesting. Then again, of course, with that comes, it's always like there's always a compromise or it's always like, you never get the perfect answer. So it doesn't mean that you bring in the machine learning into smart contracts and that solves the problem, because that opens the door to potentially other issues. But what I was saying to the gentleman who asked about it was that having it is better than not having it, because without it, it's like using horsepower, but trying to compete with today's technology.
Yeah, very good. And you're bringing forth all of these amazing use cases, but why are we not seeing this as a common thing in the world? Why is this something that we're looking to in the future? What are some of the barriers to getting to this place?
So we talked a little bit about the barriers. I also used to say like the main three problems of the adoption of blockchain technology, it all comes down to complexity of it. It comes down to the regulations and speculations. And then to add to that is also scalability and interoperability. These are 5 big problems that we need to solve. And to me personally, I feel like speculation is the biggest problem because of the speculation, we are not spending enough time to get the regulations right.
Right.
And because of the regulations, we are not spending enough time developing the technology, solving the problem of scalability, complexity, and interoperability. So ultimately, it all goes down to we shoot ourselves in the foot. We literally shoot ourselves in the foot by speculating on tokens and taking the attention away from the technology. It's all of our faults. All of us who got into the heat of the moment in like 2021, 2022, and it had this rush of adrenaline, and it felt that it was something happening there that took people's attention away.
Yeah, they got carried away, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, Somi, when you and I meet again in a year's time, perhaps
the problem.
Yes, you took my words.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed. Yes. Well, thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure watching you on stage today, and hope to see you again soon.
Thank you.
And thank you guys so much for watching. This is Becky Liggero for CoinGeek.com.
Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallet, blockchain, stablecoins, MetaNet, the evolution of money. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin today, but what exactly is it? Learn the basics from experts. Learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. Blockchain 101, your ultimate guide to the fundamentals of blockchain. BSV is more than another chaotic commodity craze. BSV blockchain can do more than just be a crypto investment. It can help you get more out of your games, share more of your art. BSV makes more things possible.